All right, so this is the widget training segment, how to publish a widget to Facebook, a Facebook tab. And to start out with, I thought we would take a look at the affiliate center here and look at a standard widget. There are a couple of best practices that we should use when we're actually publishing out. One of the things I think is worth noting is that, and it's also key for a lot of folks who are trying to publish to Facebook, that the overlay, the page, that the tab section that they allow you to have, they change what the width of that is from time to time. But currently, what they have is set it out to a maximum of 520 in width. Now, the way you find that out is, of course, as you're creating your widget, you'll see the overall widget size up here in the corner. This is the width, that maximum width that you can have and have it display and render properly. As you see, I've dropped into a widget that I've pre-made for our Engage site, and it's a standard widget that has a video player. It has a couple of various feeds, RSS feeds going in. One thing you may notice, let me close this out, is that you see kind of an overlay here, and this is a second best practice that I'd recommend. If I click that off for a second, this is the actual widget as it will render. But as the final step after I created the widget and had all the functionality that I wanted it to have, I went over here to the container side, if you see in the lower left-hand corner, and put a click-to-see version of a little graphic on top that runs the length of the widget. Now, the purpose in that is that what Facebook does is that even though it will update your actual widget as soon as you publish it, there is a second piece of this, which is the thumbnail that goes out. And that thumbnail doesn't get updated as quickly. So it can take anywhere from a day to a week, I've seen myself, to have the actual thumbnail. So if you want to keep current content there and always useful, I would highly recommend putting this type of overlay. And as a second practice to that, if you look at what I'm having it do as an action, it has a single action to it. And I'll expand this here. Is that as soon as the child component is loaded, the container is loaded, go ahead and hide it, is what I've done here. And we can double click that to take a look and see what it looks like. So this is the container that has, for me, it's a kind of a pause button, play button with a click here. I've grouped them all into a container. And I've told that as soon as that component is loaded, go ahead and hide that component. What that does is that it presents the user that comes into your Facebook tab page a graphic that they think they're interacting with, but all they're really doing is actually clicking to make the widget active. Since we don't need to have them click a second time, it automatically disappears once they see it. Now let's go into the interesting point. Once we're done with our widget, we have it lined up the way we want it, we have a nice little overlay page, we'll go ahead and click to publish. And there's a couple of things that a person should note as they publish that we will need for the next step of actually pushing it to a Facebook tab page. And that is 4 things: the ASID number, the widget ID number, the height of the widget, and the width of the widget. Where you find that information is in the actual detail page. If you go down to the area that shows the render of the widget and publish to the web, and I'll expand this window slightly so you can see the full effect here. You get the embed code. Within the embed code gives you all the information that you need to actually complete the task of posting to a tab. Your width is here, 520. Your height is here, 893. The actual ASID number of the site that it's coming from, in this case, it's 121210, and that's your standard your affiliate ID number, as we refer to it throughout our system. The last number is right here. This is the actual widget ID itself, and that's, in this case, 392371. Those 4 numbers are all you need to actually pull out and have it rendered when we get to the Facebook page. But now, let's get into actually creating a page. We see here that you go up to your standard Facebook account, And there are two ways to actually get to managing a page. If you've never done one before, you will go another route, and I'll show that first. But if you've done one, you can go straight to, from your profile, the Manage Pages tab, and then you'll pop up all the pages you currently manage. All you have to do is go to the page in question that you want to add the content to, and you're good. If you haven't created one before, what you'll do is you will go up to Facebook, and in the URL here, you'll go Facebook/pages/manage. And that will take you to the home page for actually creating a page. It will also show you the pages that you currently own under your name. So then you would simply, if you wanted to stand up a new page, say you wanted a demo site for just one person, you would create that page here. I actually have a proof of concept page called Stan's Bay Area Tech and Fun, so we'll drop into that one instead. Now this next step is to add what's called a static Facebook markup language box to the page. And we can do this a couple of ways. If this is the first time you're going to one, you need to go to Applications. And you can do this by going to Edit the Page. This will bring up all the different settings and wall settings that you can set up and all the various applications, as we can see here, that you can create within a Facebook page. At the bottom, you'll see More Applications. We'll browse for more. And simply the easiest way to get to it is then type in FBML. And that stands for Facebook Markup Language. We'll search on that, and we're looking for the static Facebook Markup Language widget. So we'll click on that, and that will install that directly to your page. If you already have one box already set up, say you're doing a proof of concept where you're doing a few different client settings, you already have a few of these listed below. You can see mine here at the bottom of this edit page where you edit your actual Facebook page. Things like, in this case I did a Red Robin one, a test, another test. Simply jump into and edit any one of these that you have already standing and go to the bottom of this edit page and you'll see add another Facebook markup language box. Click on that and that has created us a new box.